It looks like we're picking up drugs, don't it? But nope, just a torque converter.
All right, all right, we're in the shop. We haven't done an updated video with TJ with the motorcycle stuff. We did a couple with Alan, but nothing with us. And really, we've just been working. We are essential workers, so we haven't had the luxury of having a day off.
Yeah.
If anything, I think we've worked more now than we did before. So I don't know. But we have been able to get a couple of things done in the shop. The Mustang's basically ready to go to the racetrack. We haven't done anything on it. The motorcycle, we've updated a couple of things. We've done the ride back system, and we put an onboard starter. And I think he'll like it. And the reason we did that deal is because the last couple races we went to, I'm usually going up after him, and they call his class, and then they usually call my class pretty close, right behind it actually. And it's a little hectic, especially when we go a couple of rounds apiece. We're kind of fighting that, you know. I have to push him up, let him make his run, and then run down, grab him, come back to the trailer, and by the time I get in the car and to the staging lanes, I'm in the very back of my class. And when we go a couple of rounds, they're actually kind of waiting on me up there. And it just makes it a little hectic for me, you know. I get out of the rhythm a little bit. I'm old, so you know how us old people are. We have to have breakfast at 5 o'clock and dinner at 3. So that's the reason that we did it to begin with. And it's worked out good. We'll have another video just on the ride back and the starter deal, and we'll post that as well. But this is just an update. Why we haven't been, like I said, we've been in essential workers. We've been having to go to work, and everything is closed, you know. Everything. Braden is now starting to have some private test sessions, but they announced one for today, and they were only going to accept 20 motorcycles. I found out about it 24 hours after they posted it and added our name to the list, and we were like number 48. So it was like, I don't know how we're going to get, but in a couple weeks here, they're supposed to have our first bracket race. So we're trying to get everything buttoned up and ready for that, so we can hit that and not be behind. I think everything else on the bike is the same other than that. So I think we're good. The clutch, we adjusted the clutch on it today, and I think we'll be right back where we need to be. Couple of little things I need to do. I need to reseal this, and I need to put our shift box, I need to put a piece of Velcro on it to hold it down a little bit. But other than that, everything else is good. And nothing else has really changed. We did put a 38 sprocket on it to try and calm it down on the start line a little bit, and
it was a 41.
Right, we went from a 41 to a 38. We actually had a 46 on it when we first started. Yeah. That's what it came with, but it had a hand clutch in it, and we put a slider in it, and we've gone down and down and down because with the 46 on it, with the slider, she was aggressive. She was 118, so
118, 60 foot.
Yeah, it wanted to knock the tire off if you weren't careful. So we've gone down and down and down to try and calm it down, and it's still running. It's still 126, 125 to 127. So it's still fairly quick compared to some of the other guys. But we don't turn the motor very hard. We only turn it 9,000, and we leave about 4,200 with it. It's got little camshafts in it, little headers. George did the motor, and so 1428, and that's the route we went. We wanted to go. We decided when we did it, we wanted to go big and keep everything little as far as camshafts and stuff go. And George said, "Yeah, we can make something work where we don't have to spin the heck out of it, and it'll last us a lot longer." So it's been good. We did put a new tire on it. So the other tire had 60 runs.
Yeah.
And it was still okay, but since we had a little bit of the downtime, and we went ahead and put a tire on it, changed the oil, and did all of our maintenance stuff, and added the ride on and the onboard starter. So thanks to Bone Stock, Chris Bishop. We'll link that down at the bottom for the ride back deal and everything. George Babor, of course, for the miscellaneous parts that we did, and going over everything. We don't have a starter retard deal on it. That's why we went to a little bit bigger batteries than we normally would run. We put two 250 amp batteries in it, and because with the we only run about 35 degrees of timing in it anyway, but we were worried about it wanting to not really start very well, and it starts really good. It kicks back just a touch when it's cold, but as soon as it gets a little bit of heat in the motor, you just look at the button and it starts. So the only thing that I did notice today was we may have to lean it out a little bit. The weather's starting to get hot and muggy again, and it's bubbling a little bit, so we may have to go down a little bit in carburetor size jets. Like I said, Chris Bishop, Bone Stock, thank him. We'll try to link that down there. BPM, we'll try and put his Facebook page up on it. Dan Howell, old man Dan Howell, he lives pretty close to us, and
30 minutes away.
Yeah, 30 minutes away. We didn't know that, and everybody will know who he is. Old time racer from this area, been here forever, and a real good guy to talk to, and helped us with some of our issues and just thinking about how to do this and all. And he got us the starter parts, the internal gear and the clutch mechanism and stuff for the starter, because we didn't have any of that. We bought this thing with a remote starter on it and didn't have any of that. And the Bone Stock kit doesn't come with any of that. It just comes with the cover and the nut and the mechanism to hook your starter clutch into it. But we had to get everything else on top of it. And Dan Howell had all of that used as far as the gears go, which there's nothing wrong with none of that. And then he had a brand new starter clutch system and Sprag deal. So he said, everybody said the same thing, that they're a little chintzy, and Bone Stock is working on an updated version of that. But everybody says you won't have too much trouble with it as long as you kind of put a new one in every couple of years. You know, I think Dan said he put like 5 years on his, the last one.
Yeah.
But just try to remember to every couple of years to change it, so you don't bite you up there on going into the finals or something stupid, you know. You got any inputs to say?
Open up the tracks. I don't care if I get sick. I got nothing to live for right now.
And you saw Justin riding back and forth on his little what the hell is that thing? One wheel skate cart or whatever the hell that thing is.
What's it called?
One wheel.
One wheel.
One wheel, being an idiot. So he's already fell on it a couple of times and skinned his ass up. So that's it for the motorcycle update. We're doing odd end stuff in the garage. We've actually been working on my Torino a little bit, sanding and painting and suspension wise. The dragster, we've been just gathering parts. Everybody knows it's Coyote. You know, we're going to do a little different, and a lot of stuff that we're trying to do is one-off stuff. So we're having to kind of make some things, and it's not a priority, of course, but we'll get to it. And we just, meantime, just keep gathering parts and stuff for it. As soon as the track opens back up, I'm sure we'll be back busy again like normal. We've got Joe's truck that we've been tuning on a little bit and getting it better, and we've been at the shop, and we're ready to go to the racetrack with it. Tim, Curtis, they're all ready to go to the racetrack. Mac with his the little small block single turbo deal. I think 2 weeks or 3 weeks is the no time race at Bradenton, 28 tire no time race. We're going to be at that one with his little Mustang single turbo car. So we'll get some video of that. But everything's fixing to open it back up. And see us at the racetrack. You know, we're Central Florida, go to St. Pete, go to Bradenton, Orlando every now and then, South Georgia. So you see us at the racetrack, please come by and say hi. Maybe TJ will let you take it for a ride around the pits now. And like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks.